Okay, friends, time to punch through Diamond 1. And this time I'm going to be using Sky Striker again. I just realized that whenever I record like Diamond 1, I usually have the 5-win streak. That's kind of weird because I guess you go straight from 2 to 1. Not all the time though. Looks weird. Like the most 3... Yeah, well, I shouldn't talk about it anyway. We're using Sky Striker because I don't have enough crafting material to build a new deck yet for this account anyway. So we're gonna stick with the old faithful Sky Striker, which we did reach Diamond 1 with last season. And the thing is, I'm also curious to see how Sky Striker deals with Spright, because last month we had Mad Mech and a bunch of like Fruanderies and Runic? Yeah, pure Runic. So I gotta say that the matchup against Spright is actually much better than against Mad Mech and pure Runic, because I really hate Floodgate pure Runic. They cause some troubles, and I ran a lot of spell trap removals, like 3 Cosmic Cyclones last month. But this month, I don't think you should, because well, if I see a lot of Runics, pure Runic, then yeah, I feel annoyed and I put in Cosmic Cyclone sometimes. Actually, you might see some of them in the replays. But then you see like Spright with a bunch of different variants that focus more on monster. The only set card is probably a Spright Smasher. If they set 2, the next one to it is going to be Called by the Grave or Crossout Designator. And they have a bunch of hand trap in their hand if they draws a lot by Aperia and all that stuff. So with this deck list right here, I made it clear there was no point, there was no period of time while I was using this that I have a fixed deck list. This is the deck list that I got the 5-win streak with, but it doesn't mean that it's better than the previous one I used, because they have different matchup. So the flexible spot is quite a lot actually. Going second deck, yes, let's make this clear first. It's going second. First of all, if I have Ghost Oak and Snow Rabbit, I would use it instead of 2 Gamma and 1 Driver, because obviously you don't want to run Driver. If you have 3 Ghost Oak, put it in there. The fact that it's 43 cards means that these 3 Upstart Goblins is just to fill your grave with spell cards, so your Engage is going to get bonus effect. Also Widow Anchor and Afterburner. So the flexible spot is this stuff, right? You could replace with Ghost Oak. Also, this one, Ego Booster, you might see sometimes that I have cards that I don't have here, because I did change a lot based on the matchup I see. Of course, they're all Spright, but they are different Spright. They have Spright Twin, Spright Pure Spright with Frog, and then Spright Runic, all that stuff. And then you see Pure Runic, and it was like, you gotta have to bite the bullet. You can't afford to run Cosmic Cyclone, which is very bad against Spright. You can't afford it. So the full deck list, we are gonna have 3 Maxi. The only thing that can stop Spright at the moment, either that or they Ash you or they Call Bite you. That is fine. In fact, that might be good, because your Sky Striker deck, you don't want your Raye to get banished by Call by the Grave. You don't want your Engage to get ashed. So it's a good thing that you have Maxi here. So we have 3 Rays, of course, Ghost Oak if you can. Gamma is fine. I think Gamma, to be fair, it does negate and also it is destroyed at the same time. So most of the time it actually shut down Spright as a whole. So that's pretty funny. We also have Roze, 1 Roze, 2 Raigeki, and 1 Happy Feathers Duster. You have 2 Raigeki, 3 evenly matched, and 2 Dark Ruler no more. So the time that you draw 2 of these is extremely high. You can also draw 1 Widow Anchor with any of these board breaker, because normally Spright, they only have Spright Carrot as their spell trap negate, and the other stuff is just like, pop, either pop or like artifact scythe. We could play around artifact scythe. We just keep 1 turn, right? It's fine. So we have 3 Upstart, of course, to fill the graveyard, 1 Reinforcement of the Army, 2 Engage, 1 Afterburner, 2 Dark Ruler no more, 1 Lightning Storm, 2 Triple Tactic Talon, which I actually ran 3 yesterday, and it was very effective. The fact that you need this on your first hand is pretty nice if you can run 3. Of course, I could run 3, but I cut down to 2 because there was one game I thought 3 and I got tilted. But honestly, it's a very good card against Spright. You also have 2 Kaiser Colloseum, which is a very interesting card because if you can you know, manage to clear the board with Raigeki or evenly match, it's fine. Sometimes you don't have the option. You can only draw like Dark Rule no more as a 1-earth. It's fine if you have Kaiser Colloseum. So if you only have one monster on the field, which is Sky Striker all the time, then they cannot put extra monster on their field anymore. So that means even if they have like 4 or 5 monsters already on their field, they cannot put more. They cannot summon anymore, except when they can link them off for a bigger monster, bigger link monster. So that it goes down to 1, right? And then they can't summon anything anymore anyway. So this is very effective if you cannot clear their board with all these stuff. So we also have Multirole, 2 Call by the Grave, 1 Hornet drones, 3 Widow anchors, 1 Eagle booster, 1 Shark cannon, and 3 engage. Linkage. In the extra deck we have 2 Kagari, 3 Shizuku, 2 Hayate, 2 Kaina, 1 Hida, because it's funny because you go into Kagari and then you go into Hida, and then you take your Spright, their Spright Elf, which is in the graveyard most of the time, and it's a free access code talker. That's just why I run Hida, because Spright is the meta. We have 2 Zeke, 1 Dark, 1 access code talker, and also 1 Underworld Goddess of the Close War. Very important card because you don't want to be blocked by Maxx. And yeah, again, a lot of flexible spot here. Like these 3, you can also, I think Afterburner might be a little bit sometimes because they have the thing that prevents Afterburner from targeting Spright Elf, right? You can only target Spright Elf, and it's not great. You want to destroy the thing that it points to, but sadly, sadly. But yeah, Afterburner is still nice. Also, you don't have to run a Lightning Storm. You can run like Cosmic Cyclone if you see a lot of runics, all that stuff. I think the replays you have 9 Spright, I think, and the last one I don't remember what deck that was. Oh my gosh! So, I mean, at least it's good. You know, you have to prepare for Spright, right? And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Enjoy the replays.
And I'm burned by the morning light. I make the same mistake more than twice. Same song, but brand new dance. I wear out my 3rd chance. You take my breath and I can't get it back. Might be time for me to face the facts. The best me is with you, but I know I got a lot to prove. They think we're too damaged to fix, but we're just working through a little rust. They like to say we're just young, but I know we won't give this up. Sometimes I lose my mind, and some days it's hard to find the reason why you stay by my side. You and I break our hearts open enough just to see if we'll put them back. No matter what they try, I'll stay by your side. It's you and I. working through a little rust. They like to say we're just young, but I know we won't give this up. Sometimes I lose my mind, and some days it's hard to find the reason why you stay by my side. You and I break our hearts open in half, just to see if we'll put them back. No matter what they